Hello everyone.
Hey everyone.
And welcome back to Dog and Partridge, the place of own fine craft ales. If you haven't met him before, you won't find him anywhere else. It's the world famous double jabbed Alan Partridge.
It's me. If you haven't met me before, it's the world famous brewmaster brother, Dave Partridge.
Hello everyone.
How you doing, bro?
How's it going on?
I'm alright, mate. How's yourself?
I'm alright. Are you ready to enjoy some more beers from the Dog and Partridge?
I am.
Good. That's what we do.
He brews them, I drink them, we review them.
That's what we do.
That's about it. If you're unfamiliar with the format.
A job, eh?
I wish it was my job. You know. But yeah. What you got for me tonight first then, Brian?
Well, first, those guys at Darkrock Doom very kindly sent me one of their low alcohol beers, their West Coast APA.
An APA, and this, I believe, is just 1.5% ABV.
They call it a tabletop beer.
Okay.
Now, they did send me the kit to make, but I didn't want to make it. I spent 4 hours making a 1.5% beer. Now, I understand that a 1.5% beer will go very well if you had to drive,
yes,
or you've got diabetes, or you've got medical problems. I understand that.
Problem is, both my brother and I are self-employed, so when you brew something, when you take time to brew something, if you don't particularly want to brew a low ABV beer, you're not going to spend the time doing it. But for those of you that do...
So I said, so I got a little bit of ribbon off Darkrock, so they very
kindly,
after that, sent me their beer already made.
And we will give an honest opinion, right?
That's what we do.
Before we pause it out, have I got the girls' glass?
Yeah, because you're a girl.
See, ever since I was little, big bully.
Oh, they pours well.
It's nice and sparkly and clear, bro.
Hey, I wish I could get my beers as clear as that. Shall I put you some out of the same glass? Well, you've got to get that glass, aren't you?
Full. He poured it into this one first, didn't he, eh? Ooh.
I'm just going to leave a bit in the bottom here.
But if you can see that on the camera, if you can, that is crystal clear and fizzy.
Now, they said it was bottled made in, I think, May the 5th or something.
Okay. So it's conditioned a bit.
11th.
So, it's certainly got that sort of APA, IPA note, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a good smell. I guess it actually smells dry, actually.
Yes.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, I'm going in.
I'm going in. I'm desperate to taste it. I tell you what,
it's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but and not to be disrespectful, you can tell it's lacking a little something.
Yes, I think body probably.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, there's certainly some of the flavours there.
All the flavours are there.
And smell. It's
there's a good roundness. There's a good dryness. There's a good punch from the hops.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's not quite combined like you would expect from a full grain kit. It's not quite as round as what I want to, but not knock it apart.
No, but let's face it. If you want to go round somewhere and have a few beers in the afternoon and still be able to drive,
watch a football or something.
Yeah,
if you don't sort of things, yeah.
So what do we reckon, bro? It's a difficult one, isn't it?
It's a difficult one.
Because we mark all our beers that are usually not much less than 4 or 5%.
Yeah.
And we're talking about a beer that's only 1.5%.
But it's still got all the flavour, just not the roundness. So for that instance, I think I'm going to give it probably 8.5 out of 10.
I think I was bordering between the 8 area, but yeah, certainly. Not a bad beer, and if you want to brew some low ABV, I definitely want to go for. Yeah. Cheers. Thanks, Darkrock, for sending that. Absolutely. Yes. Where are we next, then, bro?
We're off to Cornwall.
Are we?
To that amazing brewery, Sharps.
Now, Sharps in its day was a fantastic brewery.
Yeah. It's still there.
It's still there. Produce lovely Cornish beer.
Called
Doom Bar. Unfortunately, as most people know, it's in every single pub in the land.
The country is awash with Doom Bar.
And most of it's not made anywhere near Cornwall.
Most of it's not made anywhere near Cornwall these days, I don't think.
No, it's not.
It can't be the amount of beer there is, and Sharps Brewery is not that big, to be fair.
No.
Why did I choose Doom Bar? Because I think it gets a bit of bad press. I mean, we're even in a group called Christians Against Doom Bar. I mean, you know, camera hate it, everybody but everybody in the country seems to drink it.
It's a big mass-produced beer, and sometimes in the pub, I suppose it can be a safe beer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brown,
It's brown and it's beery.
This is particularly brown though, bro, I'm afraid. Because even though I've stick some findings in it.
Who's this kit from?
This kit's from Malt Miller.
So it's a kit from Malt Miller, and this is full grain kit, isn't it?
It's a full grain kit, and it is a bit of a pain in the arse to make as well, because you've got to do an hour hop stand. So you mash it, you boil it, shut up. You mash it, you boil it, and then you stick the hops in at last, like what they call flame out, and then leave it to stand for an hour.
Okay. No disrespect at all, bro, but when I drank Doom Bar in the pub last time,
it was clear,
which was a long time ago, by the way, it was, I could actually see through it. I mean, that's not just muddy.
I don't know what's gone wrong.
The hell? I mean, that's so...
Mine's a bit lighter, sort of. But I didn't even put findings in it.
Okay.
So is it going to affect the taste though? This is what we need to know. And is it going to taste like Doom Bar? Is it going to taste like something else? It's certainly got that Doom Bar smell, hasn't it?
There's a malty sort of beery smell. No, it sounds stupid, but yeah.
Malty beer smell with a slight hint of hops and a very slight.
Yes. Right, I'm going to try it. Let's go.
That's not bad, is it?
It's all right.
Oh, come on.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not as bad as all the sticky bits. And I think this is probably better than what you actually get out of a bottle. Because of the long hop stand, it provides a more fruitiness to the beer.
Yeah,
are you with the fruitiness?
Yes, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue
in the background there.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a nice palatable beer. It's just not rocking my socks off, that's all. Yeah, there's a little bit of zesty, a little bit of zestiness, a little bit of fruitiness, a little bit of dryness, but it's all little, isn't it? But
that's what it's meant to be.
That's what it is with Doom Bar. It's supposed to be a smoother, sort of like just an easy drinking beer, isn't it? So yeah, that's just what it says, I suppose. Yeah.
So have we redeemed ourselves? Is Doom Bar saved from the on? So what are we giving this Doom Bar from Malt Miller?
Because it's a kit and you've brewed, I don't know, about an 8. You think it's 7 or 8?
No, I think you've been a little bit unfair. I think a good 8. A good 8.
What's put me off is the fact I can't even see through it. I think a little bit. That's me barred from the DMP again. I tell you.
You can't.
Right, where's the third one from, bro?
The third one is from Love Brewing. It's on their Beerworks range.
Beerworks, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Again, no box, a full grain kit.
Full grain kit again. Comes in a big box.
Just comes in a big brown box with.
And this is an
American IPA.
Okie dokie.
And again, full grain kit, like I say.
And this is, I can see, being served through the Guinness Town from a corny keg, I presume.
Yeah, corny keg. Through the chiller as well. 70-30 gas. So we're in full pub mode here, really.
Okie dokie. And already, I can see it's going to be more my sort of thing. Because one, I can see through it. Oh, push me luck tonight, Anna. Push me luck.
I tell you, yeah. There will be no more reviews for
a few weeks while I just buy my way back in the DP. But it is a little bit clearer. It's a nice golden colour. I can see through it.
Mine's even clearer than yours.
Yeah, actually. I mean, well, now it's clear. I can see through my hand, mate. So that's all right. It's got a good head in it. Has this got any head retainer in it, or is it just because it's through
just
the kit?
Pure that has the kit came with it. Probably a little bit of pure brew in it at the start.
Yeah.
There's not massive options. There's not a lot to the instructions. It's plain, simple, easy to brew, in your all-in-one system, full grain kit.
For not being a lot of options there, I'm getting a good, nice, punchy nose from it.
Yeah, there is actually, isn't there? There's a good citron note to it again, isn't there? And now, not as much as I would expect from probably an American IPA. Probably a little bit.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. On our last video, we reviewed one of the new kits. That was an IPA. That was certainly a lot more hoppy and punchy than this one. Yeah. So yeah.
Are we going in?
I'm going in. Ooh, cheeky.
That's nice. Ooh. The hops do come through at the end there, and they are a bit dry and they are a bit tangy.
Yes, agreed with you.
I would say tangy, not in such a great way, to be fair.
Oh, really?
Mm.
See, I'm quite liking that. No, I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I'm drinking a lot of that then.
pushing us up tonight, disagreeing with the brewer.
Well, no, I do. I think I quite like that.
Yeah?
It's citrusy. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's got a bit of a tang, but it's not a horrible tang.
No.
Oh, he's not so sure himself.
No, I'm not so sure that they come. It's very rounded. I think that is.
It's not. I wouldn't say it. To me, it's not quite an all grain. Got that all grain roundness to
It
it.
has got all grain roundness, but what I'm on about there is the flavour, the tang, not quite rounded enough. Not,
Okay.
Yeah, kind of on its own. There's a little twist in the background, but yeah.
Okay. I think we're going to disagree on this one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going straight in. I reckon it's about a 9 out of 10 for me, bro.
No, in the years.
Oh, you see, look, he's disagreeing with me.
No, in the years.
No?
No, not with that tang like that. It's the dryness at the back of the throat. I'm not really. I'm not. Yeah.
I think I'm going to be drinking quite a lot of this.
It's a 7 out of 10 for me.
Oh, harsh. Harsh.
Not as
bro.
good as Doom Bar.
No, that's miles better than the Doom Bar.
You're a fight.
Outside. Disagreement in the D&B. Well, there you go.
There you go. But again, of course, it is our own opinion.
And
there we go. And it's a
even-
split decision.
Even we will disagree about beer, so there you go. But I quite like that.
Yeah, take it.
You drink the Doom Bar, I'll drink that one. Is that it for this week, bro?
That's it for this week. So next time in the instalment of Dog and Partridge,
In the
there's
next
a food
instalment?
coming up.
Oh my life. Get Her Brewed. Lupo Max Citra is that?
Yep. That's a
Okey-dokey.
brand new Citra hop called Lupo Max.
Is that one of these ones that genetically spliced type
No
thing?
clue.
Okey-dokey.
I'll read about it. I'll let you know next time.
Okay. Get Her Brewed Pimped Up. Is that an APA or an IPA?
APA.
It sounds like terrible.
And that's been recommended to us by several of our subscribers.
Oh.
So I
thanks,
thought I'd get
guys.
on the go and see what it's like.
And finally, Darkrock Amber Ale.
That's just one of those one tin kits.
Okie dokie.
Stick them on at the same time as you
As you're doing the big brew.
Doing the big brew. Away you go.
Right, we'll try that. If you're watching us on anything else but YouTube, go on over there and hit the subscribe button if you like. You know.
And a big thank you to all our subscribers. They keep climbing and we
No,
do
okay.
appreciate it. Thank you very much for subscribing and thank you for all the
Yeah,
feedback.
and thank you for all the comments. Yeah, lovely. Is that it then, Brad?
Yeah, until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Huzzah!
Huzzah! To the Queen!